What is up, dudes? At the range, loving life. So out here shooting that JTS Airstryke carbine today, 22 caliber. This is my first time shooting it at all. I've been out here doing a little pellet testing, and I think I found the JSB 1343 RS. It really seems to like those. So anyway, I'm just out here. I'm gonna hang up a couple more targets, and we'll get the target cam going here and do some shooting. I'll also talk about the gun a little bit. Okay, guys, here we are at the range, which thank God I'm at the range. I've been trying to make a conscious effort this year to get out here more and do some shooting. We're here today with the JTS Airstryke carbine, 22 caliber. When I saw this gun, I was really intrigued by it and decided I needed to have one of these. So I went ahead and got one. It's been sitting around my shop for about a month. I finally got some time to come out here with it. So this is my first day shooting it, period. Straight out of the box shooting. I didn't even clean the barrel. You can see I've already kind of did some modifications to it. So, well, one, the gun comes with open sights, which is great. You know, a lot of people like to shoot open sights, so it does have that option, but a lot of other PCPs don't. So it's cool that they did that. I removed the front sight, which was a little tricky, but not really once you figure it out. And then the rear sight is molded into this chassis, so you can't just remove it. So I cut mine off, which is not a big deal to me. I don't shoot with open sights unless I'm shooting like my Crosman 66 at like 15 yards, or I'm just shooting at cans or something like that. So when I want accuracy, I have to have a scope because I'm old and I can't see. So anyway, so we'll just go over some of the features of the gun. The air cylinder, I believe, is an 85 cc, which is nice. Where I'm going to kind of compare this to the Nodos. I think the Nodos is a 60 something cc, 63 cc or something like that, which is nice. Both have shrouded barrels. Nodos does have the advantage of actually having some moderation in it at the end. This thing does not, and it is loud. This is not a backyard-friendly gun unless you put a moderator on it, which they did provide a 1/2 by 20 UNF thread on the end to stick your favorite moderator on there. Moving on down here, we do have a nice polymer pick rail. The polymer stuff doesn't really bother me on stuff. This isn't a long-range gun. You're not going to be shooting 150, 200 yards, or even 100 yards with this gun. So it's good enough, you know what I mean, for what the gun is. The optic on here, I get these off Amazon for like $50. There's no name brand to them, but they're actually a decent little scope for $50. Let's see. That's removed. This butt stock, while it does have some play in it, like this, it's a little sloppy, but again, not a long range gun, but it is actually pretty nice. Obviously, it telescopes back and forth, so like that. And there's a button here on the back that you can push, and you can adjust your cheek riser height. You have 4 different heights that you can set it to, which is nice. And like I said, it has the adjustability back and forth that way. Again, there's a little bit of play in it. Not a big deal. Not a long range gun. It does have a Picatinny rail here on the front of the chassis to mount a bipod to, which is nice. It comes with that. Again, that's polymer. This, by the way, is AR mil spec, so you can put a different buttstock or whatever you want on there. The grip is also AR, so you can put a different grip on there as well. The trigger is kind of heavy. I mean, I've felt heavier triggers, but I haven't done a pull weight on it yet, but I'm guessing it's at probably 3 pounds or maybe more. It's kind of long, and it doesn't really have a super predictable break on it, which after you shoot it for a little bit, it's not really a big deal. Full disclosure, I actually have another one of these that I got before this one, which I immediately tore apart and built a gun. So there is a way to make this trigger much better, and I'll get into that in another video someday. So, and you guys will be seeing that other one before the end of this video. So far, I'm really liking it. I do think this is some good competition for the No-Dose, which is a real popular gun. It has a nice side lever action, which is pretty smooth. It's nice. The handle is nice. It sticks out, so you can grab onto it like that. You can decock the gun. Cross bolt safety on it, which I know a lot of people don't like. I don't know why. It doesn't bother me at all. One of the things that I dislike about the No-Dose is the cocking lever on it. I am left-handed, and I know it's on the left side, so everybody thinks, oh, left-handed guy's going to love that. I don't. I shot guns right-handed my whole life, so that's what I'm used to. And I don't like how flat it is up against there. It's kind of hard for me, especially when I'm looking like this on this side. If it was on this side, I could see it real easy. So like a right-handed guy's over here, he can see it. So I'm kind of fiddle-farting around trying to get it, which I know you can get different cocking handles for them. But anyway, it's a advantage Airstryke, in my opinion, JTS. So that is about all that I can think of right now. I did bring like 5 different kinds of pellets. We did the JTS or JSB 1813s, the Hades, and the 1589s, and also these Norma Golden Trophies, which are 17.6, which it did pretty good with those. It did okay with these other ones. Like I said, the barrels hasn't been cleaned at all. So, and shooting it in a little bit or whatever, but it really seems today to be liking these JSB RS 13.43s, which I'm going to guess is shooting these at about 740, somewhere in there, maybe 750. I can do some chronograph testing when I get home, and I can put it up here somewhere. So anyway, it's doing pretty well with those. I didn't want to bore you guys with testing a bunch of different pellets. So we're going to do some shooting at a target down here at like 40 yards. It is a little breezy today, so that might affect accuracy, but I was getting it to shoot, I don't know, less than a quarter at 40 yards, which I thought was pretty good. I don't know if I said it yet. Maybe I did, but this thing is definitely not backyard friendly loud. So I do have a couple moderators that I brought out here. This one I put on at first. This is one of my newer designs that I'm working on. It's not completed, but it did not like this thing. I quieted it down, but you guys, I don't know if you can see, but near the end of that, you can see where it was clipping coming out. These new ones, like I said, I'm a work in progress. This is like the first iteration of the Black Sunshine moderator that I make, and it on here is amazing. It's way quieter. It's super, super quiet. So this one's actually a little bit shorter than the ones that I make now. So I think one of my actual production ones would probably be quieter on this thing. But it was kind of not shooting the best groups with that on it. So it's not clipping or anything. It, again, could just be dirty barrel. So I decided to shoot without it to show you guys the accuracy that you can get out of this thing. So anyway, enough blabbering. I think it's a really cool gun. I think it's definitely good competition for the No-Dose. Let's get to shooting here. I'm going to set up a camera down there, and I brought both tripods, but I forgot to bring the other mount. So I might have to get a little creative here with one of these camera setups. So anyway, let's get to shooting. All right, guys, I did want to mention too about shot count on this thing. I haven't, you can see I've been running it tethered, but I think it's good for a couple of mags. So you get about 20 shots out of it and have to top it off again. So anyway, so here we are ready to shoot. I got a camera set up on the target down there. Got it kind of rigged up. Hopefully it doesn't fall. And we'll do some shooting here. I got 2 mags loaded with the JSB RS 1343s. Hopefully it can do some decent shooting for you guys. And we'll see what we get here. Here we go. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm trying here. Good. Shooting for this on the right target, right of the bulls, and I'll just shoot right up. That's one. Breeze picking up. Wait a second. That's not impressive. Again, guys, like I said, this thing is loud. You guys can see it's not too bad. Tell you what. I know there's some breeze swirling around in here, but I don't think it's that bad. Of course, like I said, the trigger is heavy, which I did notice when I was getting things sighted in and testing that it does cause me to pull shots a little bit, but and I'm also recording. But I don't know if you guys know this, but shooting on camera always seems to maybe mess me up a little bit, or I don't know what it is. I know, not a problem for a lot of other guys. I know. I like watching. That's the end of that mag. Like watching Derek Hawkins videos, and that range that he's got is, I'm very jealous of it. It's right there at his house. And, he makes, he's a good shooter. He's a good shooter. So if you don't, Derek's Adventures, if you don't know about his channel, go look him up over there. He's always got good info, and he can show you what these things are capable of. So let's see. We're going to go for on the left target now. I am going to go for I can't tell what number that is. But the first one right of the bulls. I'm kicking up. There's just a whirlwind in this thing. I know, excuses. Okay. Wild one there. Waiting for that breeze to lay down a little bit. I Come on, Breeze. Work with me, not again me. All right, well, we're just going to go. And that was it. So that's a good example of what a little breeze can do to affect your POI. The last few shots, it was actually landing pretty much right where I was aiming. The other ones, and that is this breeze is coming in like that, so it's pushing the pellets to the left. So you guys can see the accuracy this gun is capable of, and I'll bet if Derek gets one, I had made a Facebook post and commented that he was looking forward to seeing the video to see the performance out of it. So if Derek gets one, he'll be shooting it out to 100, and probably be getting some really, really good accuracy out of it. Again, straight out of the box, nothing, no barrel cleaning or anything like that. So for something to come straight out of the box and shoot that good, is pretty awesome. It's definitely worth the. I forget what they have these priced at, 229, something like that, which is coming in a significant amount into the Nodos now, which is like 284 on Pyramid. I think this guy's like 229 bucks. I don't know. I can't look it up right now. But so significant difference in price. You're getting a bigger air cylinder. Comes with a pick rail on the front there. The Nodos trigger out of the box is nothing to write home about either. It's easily modified as well. I don't know. I guess for me, because some of the features that it comes with, if I had to pick between the two, I would pick this JTS Airstryke Carbine all day long over the Nodos. Nodos is great. Don't get me wrong, but I just kind of like this better. So now we're going to get out the one that I built. It looks a little bit different than this one, and we'll see how it does. We'll shoot it here at 40, and if I have time, we might go over to the 50 and shoot a couple groups at 50. All right, guys, so here's my JTS Carbine that I decided I needed to modify. So I can't really tell that it's, oh, there, you can see that's not touching. Here it is, guys. Got a 380cc steel or aluminum bottle on it. You see it's not shrouded anymore. One of my newer moderators that does okay with it. Here's the other side. I had to make some custom stuff, 3D print some custom stuff for it to get everything to work. So I think it looks pretty nice, pretty nice. So I'm running this Discovery ED-Air 1:8x24 SFI, our first focal plane. Really a nice scope. I bought out a collection a while back. The guy had some pretty nice stuff. So anyway, again, you can see there, cut that rear side off. This one. Here's the grip. I printed some of them up for Johnny Mac. He's got some. I think they're pretty sick. So anyway, we're gonna do some shooting with this guy. This one, if I remember right, it was 15.89s. It was shooting them really, really well. It shoots those at 840 feet per second. So this definitely turned up some. I'm running this regulator at 1800 psi. I did try a 2200 on it, and the FPS actually went down to like 750. So I'm sure you could get inside here and do some modifications, change things. I did shim the hammer spring. I guess I didn't mention that before. These guns don't have an external hammer spring adjustment. I just used 1 or 2 washers is all that I could do before it wouldn't cock anymore because it's compressing the spring too much. And then it does have a lighter spring in the valve. So like I said, I'm getting like 840 with a 15.89. At like, I don't know, 17 yards or so at my house, it was just stacking them. Also the trigger, I did a trigger job on it. So it's not 2-stage or anything, it's a single stage, but it's right there, and it's much, much, much lighter. So let's shoot this sucker. All right, guys, got her pretty well zeroed. Here at 40. This gun, I think, will definitely be, I don't know, definitely a 50 plus yard gun. It's pushing these 15.89s fast enough. Like I said, it's like mid 8s. So I'm sure it'll do great at 50. It's doing really good here at 40 if I can manage to shoot it on camera. Just wanted to top these mags off. I should have done that before I started recording. I guess maybe I'll go over a few things on this one. So, again, 380 cc's, 1800 psi regulator on it. I made a mount so I can use this style of bipod, so it's got a wider stance to it. The fill right there. I said the custom grip. These parts are all stuff that I made, which I think I already said all that. Trigger's nice and light. Discovery EDAR 18 to 24 SFIR. I think I may have already said that. Sorry, I had kind of a big pause here at the range. A guy came in and was shooting handguns for a little while. Really cool guy. But so we were kind of BSing for a while and stuff. So now I'm getting back to doing this. The breeze has picked up some, so hopefully we'll do good. I got the camera going down there. Let's do some shooting. 15.89s. And this thing is like sipping air. I mean, I only shot one mag. That mag went in kind of stiff. See how it does. But it barely moved the needle. So I'm going to guesstimate 60 plus shots with this. So here we go. This scope is a lighted reticle, but there's like a 3/4 circle and a dot in the middle, and that's all that lights up, which is really nice. I really like that. Okay. Freaking wind. Up. And guess we're just going to go for the bulls on the left. Friggin' wind. What the wind, man? Oh, sorry about the F-bomb there, guys. I swear it was just shooting better than that. It was just stacking. It's really not very good. I don't know if you guys can hear that. The wind has actually completely changed directions too. By the way, it's coming out of the south, and now it's switching to come out of the north. So, and it's definitely picked up. A little better there. I got another mag loaded up. we're going to shoot for one of the numbers there. I'll try to really take my time with it here. I hate waiting on the wind when you're, well, I hate doing it, period, but when you're trying to make a video and you're waiting on the wind to lay down and it doesn't want to. Let's see. So we're going to go for the, to the right of the bowl. I can't tell what that number is from here. That's what I'm shooting. Wind picked up down that one. Same hole, but a little high. Sometimes you're beating up the same spot. It can be kind of hard to see your center on your scope. If that makes sense. That's it, guys. That group, way better than the first group. I settled down and took my time and got a much better group. So you guys get an idea of the kind of accuracy you can expect out of these guns. They're pretty sweet, man. I'm digging it. And you guys know me, or if you know me at all, my channel, you know that I have to just take crap apart and see what makes it tick and try to make it a little better. So I have quite a bit of creep in this trigger yet. It's much lighter, not quite a bit. There's just a little, but I don't know if you guys are even going to be able to see, but I mean, it's not much. So anyway, that's that. I think I got a little swinger target set up out there. I'm going to shoot it a little bit. And then one of the things I like to do, you guys can probably see it in the target cam. There's little pieces of clay pigeon out there everywhere, blue rock, as I call it. I guess that's an old man thing to call it blue rock or whatever. And I'll just sit here and pick at little tiny pieces of that stuff, just blow them up. So it's fun. Anyway, so let me get out there. I'm going to move the target cam over to the little swingers and we'll get a little bit of that and then we'll call it a day. So I just thank you guys for stopping by and checking out the video. I know this is one probably going to be a little bit longer than I usually try to make them, but just kind of wanted to show you guys everything. If you want me to build one of these for you, I can. I don't know what it would cost exactly. I don't think it would be terrible to build. The most expensive parts are going to be your bottle and regulator and stuff like that. So I can build one, or if you want a custom grip or anything like that. I am going to be trying to come up with some custom 3D printed parts for the regular stock gun. So anyway, it's a sweet rig. I like it. I love it. See you on the next one.